when you think back on your chess career, what is the best advice, or rather the piece of advice that you remember that resonated with you, that helped your chess career?
I believe it's mostly the non-chess advice that sticks with you the most.
Okay.
I mean, in the toughest situations, I was reminded a lot of times to remember why I started playing chess.
Mm-hmm.
When I have a few streak of bad tournaments or I have a few bad games, it really helps to think why you started playing chess. Yeah? It's not to achieve anything or any of the results or anything like that.
Right.
Just for the pure love of the game.
Mm.
And when you remember that, you know that, okay, it's worth struggling for.
Oof, it's a difficult question. I would probably say that the best advice was just that you should enjoy the game.
Mm.
If you don't enjoy playing chess, working on chess, you probably should not spend your time on it.
Exactly.
But if you do enjoy, first of all, it's just much easier to invest your time into it, and then at least you get some positive emotions, even if you don't get the results.
Step by step.
A lot of the things you get taught, obviously, on endgames, and you get all these generic principles. But I think in general, what helped me improve when I was young was not only to be more confident, but also to figure out the way to manage my time well and to use it really as a weapon to put pressure on the opponents, but also it shouldn't backfire by playing too fast, but it is a crucial component of the game.
Well, I had many great coaches, and they all imparted some pieces of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to pick out something in particular, but I think I did generally learn from all of them, and also from my own tournament practice as well, that losses happen, and not to let them get to you too much,
mm-hmm.
and not to get discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has to deal with them.
Right.
But if you can get past them, that actually will very often make the difference between you and another player, and who is having the overall better career.
I have received a lot of advices, but if I should name one, then I would say I tend to play very aggressively and very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So my coach advised me when I'm up on time and when I have an advantage, so just slow down and just take a breath, relax for a moment, and then start to think over again. And so that advice, I think, hugely impacted my game and helped me to improve in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, I think, single most important advice.
I don't really have an advice, but for me, in the last few years, chess is very stressful stuff on the brain. So I just try to take it a day at a time, try to be happy and relax, and try to give my best and focus on improvement.
A lot of things helped me, but I think just to take a more a long-term view on my career, mm-hmm. just helps you not to be too upset with little bad
accidents
things happening here and there, but
right.
You just take it as it's a long process, and you have to enjoy it. And if you like chess, which I did, of course, then you have to make sure you enjoy the process and just think
right.
that a lot of things ahead, and hopefully you'll eventually reach a good level. And
right.
I think that's pretty nice, because I used to be super focused on
right.
one event, on one game, and that can really stress you out a lot. And
yes.
I think that was good advice.
Work on your end game. And I have received this advice many times in the past, but I never really thought about it too much until I became a relatively strong player, about Grandmaster 2500.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, another very strong player, he showed me that your endgame skills are so bad
right.
that you fail to win so many positions.
Right.
And only at that point I realized, okay, I need to work on this, and I think it helped me a lot, and I got to 2600 and 2700 relatively quickly after that.
Right.
And I think it's still important today, and so many people, especially the youngsters, they tend to underestimate the endgame technique, the technical part of the game. So I try to still, from time to time, review my endgame stuff and make sure that I remember basic ones and don't miss a lot of points.
I think the best advice I think I've read in one of the books of Benedict Yerofeev, who was a great Russian writer. And it basically lies in the fact is as if the things are going bad, you tell yourself things are never gonna get better. You're going to go lower and lower. This is the end of everything. And it kind of relaxes you.
Because you know what to look forward to, right?
No, because we're always thinking, oh my God, what's gonna happen? How we're gonna come on top? But if you tell yourself, no, this is just the start of the horror, and you take yourself with a joke and you relax.
There have been so many pieces of advice, none of them stunningly brilliant and all of them marginally helpful. If I had to pick one, I would say try to always remain objective with yourself. Be honest with yourself when you've been outplayed and don't try to hide it. Be honest when you got lucky or when you got unlucky, and don't be mean to yourself. Always play the board in front of you, not the person. If it's your friend, you need to be coming after them with everything you have. I've never made quick draws with my friends. Okay, that's another good one. Don't make quick draws. Don't be a chicken. Nobody likes a chicken. I never do it, and I don't understand why others do.